I am so excited. It's finally another beautiful sunny day. We've been waiting. And I really wanted to come out and see what the little people are up to. And I've come out here and I'm kind of moving aside some of the leaves, and oh my gosh, there's a lot going on here. What are they up to? Oh my gosh, there's so many clues. I think we might be able to figure out what they're up to. First of all, it looks like they're making something, baking something. I see a lemon and some cherries and some milk, flour, little tiny rolling pin. And ooh, this is one of my favorite things. Do you like to do this too? Do you like to mix with a whisk? This thing's called a whisk, and we can mix with it. And I see some, it looks like party hats. Interesting. Some little party hats. Maybe they're gonna have a party. Oh, well, that's strange. There's some animals too. Some little cute chicks. And oh, that cat is waiting quietly. I think she wants to bop one of those chicks on the head. What else is here? Oh, there's a little ladybug too. Interesting. Well, it's kind of neat actually. I see some rhymes here. Do you see something that rhymes with mix? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking chicks. Chicks and mix rhyme, don't they? Do you see something that rhymes with hat? Were you thinking cat? That's what I'm thinking. What about something that rhymes with rug? Were you thinking bug? That's what I was thinking. Boys and girls, I love rhyming. I think rhyming is such a fun thing to do. Boys and girls, let's go inside and do some reading. I bet we can find some poems that use rhymes. We'll go inside and look at some poems. I want to remember what our writing usually looks like. When we read stories or when we write stories, we usually see things that we call 5-star sentences. These are ideas that we write down that start with an uppercase, that end with usually a period, that have finger spaces in between. We write them left to right. We're using the lines properly, and we're also seeing things spelled correctly, like the sight words. Well, the neat thing about poems is that they break all the rules. Sometimes not all the rules. Sometimes they use uppercase letters, for example, or maybe we read them left to right, like we would read something or write something regularly. But poems can break a lot of the rules. And today I want to tell you about poems. One of the things that poems sometimes do is sometimes they rhyme. And when we want words to rhyme, sometimes we don't follow the regular rules of a 5-star sentence. The other thing that we hear when we read a poem is we hear a rhythm, and you've talked about rhythm in music class, and rhythm is just that beat that we can guess and we can clap along to. So I'm going to read some poems to you. I have lots and lots of poetry books, some that are from our classroom and some that are from my home, and some of them come from books that are even older than me. Mother Goose, illustrations by Gyo Fujikawa. The Old Woman in a Shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and spanked them all soundly and sent them to bed. Let me read that poem again and let's listen for the rhymes. The Old Woman in a Shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and spanked them all soundly and sent them to bed. Sing a song of popcorn. Rain by Myra Cohn Livingston. Rain. Summer rain is soft and cool, so I go barefoot in a pool. But winter rain is cold and pours, so I must watch it from indoors. Let's listen for the rhymes again. Rain. Summer rain is soft and cool, so I go barefoot in a pool. But winter rain is cold and pours, so I must watch it from indoors. Cool, pool, pours, indoors. From the Golden Treasury of Poetry, illustrated by Joan Walsh Agland. Five Little Chickens. Said the first little chicken with a queer little squirm, "Oh, I wish I could find a fat little worm." Said the next little chicken with an odd little shrug, "Oh, I wish I could find a fat little bug." Said the third little chicken with a sharp little squeal, "Oh, I wish I could find some nice yellow meal." Said the fourth little chicken with a small sigh of grief, "Oh, I wish I could find a green little leaf." Said the fifth little chicken with a faint little moan, "Oh, I wish I could find a wee gravel stone." "Now see here," said the mother from the green garden patch, "if you want any breakfast, you must come and scratch." This poem has a really good beat or a really good rhythm that we can clap to. Would you like me to read it again? You can clap along with me. Five little chickens. Said the first little chicken with a queer little squirm, "Oh, I wish I could find a fat little worm." Said the next little chicken with an odd little shrug, "Oh, I wish I could find a fat little bug." Said the third little chicken with a sharp little squeal, "Oh, I wish I could find some nice yellow meal." Said the fourth little chicken with a small sigh of grief, "Oh, I wish I could find a green little leaf." Said the fifth little chicken with a faint little moan, "Oh, I wish I could find a wee gravel stone." "Now see here," said the mother from the green garden patch, "if you want any breakfast, you must come and scratch." I hope you enjoyed hearing all of these poems. Some of them are nursery rhymes, like the ones from Mother Goose, and a lot of the poems in this old gem, this old good book that's older than me. And we hear words that we don't always know what they are. So for example, if you remember, the mother hen says they need to come and scratch. That's where birds kind of scratch at the ground with their feet, and then they peck at the things that they find on the ground. So it's interesting to read these poems with a grown-up because they might be able to help you understand some of the words you don't know. Now for the rest of the week, we're going to be talking about different things that poems can do. Not all poems rhyme, and not all poems have a rhythm or a beat that you can guess. So we're going to have lots of fun. April is Poetry Month, so we are going to be really celebrating the many, many kinds of poems. And you're even going to have a chance to do some writing, making your own poems. I look forward to it.